Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and as you saw, we're about to let my Sims pick my TBR. Now, yes, if you've seen my videos, you know I'm wearing the same sweatshirt. Technically, I have a different shirt on underneath it, but it's winter in North Dakota, so the sweatshirt will probably be in every video. I need to get another one, I realize, but this is my favorite, and this is the one that I wear most often. So, anyway, let us start. Okay, I have 8 people living in this house, 8 of my friends who actually are viewers of my Sims channel. So if you haven't been here before, I have a Sims channel where I play The Sims. So I had my people help me do that. Anyway, we're going to see who starts this one this time. Pick a number 1 to 8.
It's 7.
Okay, so Nikki is going to be the first one, and we're going to just tell her to read something. And so let's see what she's doing. She is over here in her room on her computer playing a video game, but she's going to stop and come read a book for us. And the prompt that is on the book is what I will be reading for book number 1. So I'm going to pick 4 or 5 books, we'll see, for this TBR. All right, she's got the book and she's coming in here to sit down on the bed, okay? All right, let's see what it is. Alphabet. Read a book with an N in the title. So that's funny. This one was written by Heather. So Heather will be picking our next book, but I love that Nikki has an N in her name. So if you've been here, you know I'm trying to read through my TBR on storygraph. So we're just going to start and find one that's not on a TBR already that has N in the title. Like one of the words starts with an N, not just has an N in there. Code name Helene. Here we go. Historical fiction. Wow. Okay. But name starts with an N. So that's what we're going with. Okay. Back in The Sims, and this time Heather. Let me get on Heather. She wrote that book, so she's going to be picking our next one. So I'm going to say read something, and let's see what she's doing. Oh, she was cross-stitching. Okay, so now she's going to come and pick out a book. Let's see what book you're going to pick. Well, there's a lot of standing up and sitting down, and she's going to go to this bookshelf, apparently, to get the book. And she's going to go sit in the rocking chair next to Nikki, and let's see what she has picked. Okay, I Will Take You to the Moon. Read a sci-fi book. Fantastic. That's going to be awesome. And this book was written by Amanda, my Amanda character, so I'm going to have her pick the next book. So over here in Storygraph, we're going to just look at nothing but sci-fi, and then whatever is the very first sci-fi that's not already on a list, let's filter, and then whatever's not already on a TBR. Earliest added, that's where we want, The Corsair's Captive. Okay, this is actually the book that has been on my TBR for the longest. So I don't know why I've been putting it off, but now is the time. For my sci-fi book, I'm going to read sci-fi romance, which is what I said I wanted more recommendations for. So maybe I will fall down into this series and I'll have all of these books to read. Okay, so now I click on Amanda and I tell her to go read something. And what am I doing? Oh, I was just swimming. Okay. Oh, that's a big yellow book. I mean, the books don't actually have anything to do with the prompts. It's just a large book. I don't know where in the world. Really? I walked out into the water to read this book. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay. Hi, I'm new. Read a debut novel. Oh, that's going to be hard because I don't think there's any way on my storygraph to say that I want a debut. I don't know how I'm going to search for that. Heather is out here with her book. Wow. Okay, this book was written by Katie. So Katie is going to be our next person. What is she doing? She is cross-stitching. Everybody loves to cross-stitch, but she's thinking about cooking something. That's so funny. Okay, she's in her room cross-stitching, but she's got to come over here to the main room to pick us out the next book while I go try to find a debut. Okay, I actually have a tag that I have included that says debut, and I probably have only done this on a couple of books. So in the future, I need to remember to do this. Every time I add a book, I will do it if I need to. So 2 books I have put that are debuts. And it looks like the scent of burnt flowers I put on here first. And that came from Jessie. They used to be bow ties and books. And now it's just Jessie on YouTube, I think. And then this one came from Mara at Books Like Whoa. So they're both recommendations. This one is historical fiction and this is mystery and sci-fi. Wow. Okay, I guess I'm going to go with the scent of burnt flowers. At least maybe I can find this from somewhere. Okay, so we've got to make Katie stop cross-stitching. Everybody on this island loves to, or on this place. Uh-oh, Nikki's burnout. That's fine. All right, what's Katie going to pick? Or where's she going to go? She's going to go stand out in the water beside me, I guess. Nope, she's coming over here to the bar. She's going to read her book at the bar. Okay, Katie. She's got global. Read a book from the global country. Oh, I'm so excited about this. On my phone, I'm going to record so y'all can see. Oh, wait, let me see who wrote this book. Nikki. So we're back to Nikki, and that will be probably the last book number 5. She's right here at the bar as well. But let's get back over here to our main house and tell Nikki to come pick a book. Okay. So I am going to record my screen and I'm going to go open up global. Okay, it's going to be bad. I start with a few different places sometimes, but I'm going to start with Spain this time. Oh, that's really far away. Okay, so let's try India and see if it's that direction. That's further away. So let's go to Panama, the other direction. Oh, that's even further away. Okay. 2,000 miles from Spain. Let me try Ghana, which is just there in Africa. Oh, it's closer. Spain is still closer, but maybe let me try Egypt and see where that puts us. Oh my gosh. I have never done that fast. That was so fast. Okay. Nikki is reading her book and I'm just playing over here on my phone. Okay, Nikki, what book are you reading? Mad About You, a book about hatters, like the Mad Hatter. That is not even a thing. Somebody gave me that as a joke. So I think I'm going to turn it into mad. Like I want the letters that spell out mad needs to be in the title of the book. So it's got to have an M, an A, and a D in the book. First of all, though, let me go back to my global. I've never been more proud of myself. So I have to pick a book either set in Egypt or written by an Egyptian author. Okay, I looked at the first page on Goodreads because I knew I could do hashtag Egypt and I could see who all has shelved it as an Egypt book. And none of these are already on my TBR. And I don't even know how I would find out if my TBR has any. But I think I want to read this. The Woman Who Would Be King. Let me get out of the way. Hatshepsut's Rise to Power in Ancient Egypt by Kara Cooney. So I think this will be cool. I don't have any nonfictions on my list. And so I want to read this one. And it definitely takes place in Egypt. All right. So for the MAD or MAD, we're just going to go back to the beginning, do the same thing. There's no M. So when I find one, I will tell you. M is going to end up being the problem, it looks like. You know what's ironic is Codename Helene would work, but that's already on my TBR. This Midwinter in the Bleak Midwinter would work, but it's already on a TBR. The Talented Miss Farwell would work too. It's already on a TBR. Oh, wow. This is going to be harder than I thought because now I'm in the ones that are not on my list. There we go. An Appetite for Murder. We have M in murder, A in appetite, and D in murder as well. So, An Appetite for Murder. Okay. Key West Food Critic Mystery. This looks like a cozy mystery, which will be nice. Those are the 5 books that I'm going to be reading. Here they are on my little graphic that I have created for them, and I will check back in with you after I finish. Now, if you saw the last Sims game and you want to see how those books went, stick around because I'm going to talk about that in a minute. If not, go ahead and leave me an emoji that's got to do with the Sims or swimming or reading or cross-stitching, since that's what happened in this one, and I'll see you in the next one. So, as you can see, last time I played The Sims, I also got a nonfiction book, and that's the one I gave 5 stars to. It was so good to learn about Ursula Nordstrom and like the what happened to her, like just her life and how she got into the editing industry, the publishing industry. It was very cool. I really, really liked it. As far as the fiction reads, I had 2 nonfictions. Patrick Stewart's biography, Making It So, was really well done, and he narrates it, so it was really nice to listen to. I didn't love it, but also, how do you say that you didn't love somebody's life? Like, it's his life, he's living it, and he's still living it. So I felt bad for him in a lot of some of the relationships that he had with his spouses and his children. And yes, a lot of the decisions were self-inflicted harm done to other people and to himself because of the decisions that he made. But I just really liked the reflective part, especially at the end where he's kind of where he is now and what's going on with him now. So anyway, it was really good and I liked it. As far as the fiction goes, my favorite, hands down favorite, was Graveminder by Melissa Marr. And I didn't realize before I started reading this that she won the Goodreads Awards for horror the year that this book came out. And this book, like the thing of it says something like, stay where I put you. Like her grandmother is like, when somebody dies, she goes out and does this thing at the grave. She's the graveminder. And so we find out through the main character, as she's learning more things about what her grandmother did and what's going on in this little small town. We just learn what a graveminder is and kind of their relationship to the dead and to this town in general. And it was really, really well done. I really enjoyed it. And it was scary, but it was not, oh my goodness, I cannot read this at night scary for me. So maybe give it a shot if you're trying to read horror and you want to read some horror, because it was spooky and creepy without being terrifying. Then we had the romance, Suddenly You. I actually read this one like the day that I made this TBR, because it was available from Libby immediately and I was just in the mood for a romance. And so it is definitely a marriage of convenience / fake dating situation, which I love. And the main character's name was Amanda. I think that's why I had to pick this book. Anyway, I really liked it. I thought that it was cute and also showed a different kind of Victorian woman than we usually get to see. So I liked it and it was good. Then we have the middle grade, Levin Thumps and the Gateway to... Okay, I had to go look up the full name of it. It's Levin Thumps and the Gateway to Fu. And so he is named Levin and he discovers the land of Fu, the Gateway of Fu. And there are just, this one, you see, I gave 3 stars. I think it was just too silly for me. Like it was not, it was way below some of the middle grades that I've read before as far as like content and plot. And I feel like it's one of those that is meant to be silly, maybe more like a Discworld type book, like that kind of silly, goofy thing. And it just did not hit for me. But there's a lot of books in the series. So I think if somebody does like that kind of humor and that kind of writing, this is a really good series to get into. And that's it. That is all of the Sims books that I read last time. And now I have 5 more that I get to read this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.